Alright, we're back, and I just kind of realized I didn't take a drink for the Hellkite. Now, he's not a proper boss, but he's still a named NPC, technically, so we'll call that one drink. And I think I'm going to switch back to that. I'm not going to use Power Within anytime soon. Wow. Okay, there's actually a reason I didn't go bank shit off camera, despite the fact I could have. So, that was an area or the area we trotted through was an area where PvP can happen. I've been invaded there once or twice. This place is now a freaking arena. That's what this stuff is. Dual team deathmatch. And I think all Dark Souls since have had some variation of this. I guess there must have been some demand for it, which is why they added it to the DLC instead of just having it in the vanilla. But this is a PvP arena. There is a thing up here, but we can't unlock everything up there yet, so I'm just going to skip it for now. And what we're about to walk into is a significant PvP town. Alright. Might cause me to take some drinks, but I also kind of want to kindle that bonfire, because that is the best bonfire in Oolacile. So, we're going to try it. We're going to try fully kindling that bonfire. Hopefully we can do it before we get invaded. So here's one way to tell if you are getting invaded, is that door will be covered in fog. I found if it's covered in fog for more than a few seconds, you should probably just quit and load back in, because you might be facing someone who's super laggy, and that just sucks. Okay, we got our Kindle on. I'm no longer too worried. Let's level up. Sounds good. There's also an NPC invasion here. Let's see if we can trigger that. There's a bunch of these pricks around. So, lore-wise, these are humans whose humanity has gone wild. They've been exposed to the abyss, which is connected with the Dark Soul, which is also connected with humans. Kind of interesting. Looks pretty damn unhealthy. Where's our NPC? Ooh, that hurt. So dark wasn't really an element in the Dark Souls 1. Those dark attacks are a mix of magic and physical. Kind of an X. Yeah, shielding might be a better idea for a good chunk of that. Or in this area. There we are. There's that NPC. Oh, he's right friggin' here. And easily stun locked. Okay, well that should protect me from invaders for a little bit. But that's still a named NPC, so drink. Whew. Okay. he didn't leave a bloodstain. What a jerk. Feels good to get some whiskey in the blood again. I had some ouzo tonight. Despite having a little Greek heritage, I'm not a fan. Although that was still, as far as ouzo goes, really good stuff. Yeah. Yeah, Oolacile Township has seen better days. Oh, that's not going to happen. Aha, yeah. So some of the secret doors here don't open to hitting them. They open to light. And this silver pendant is an interesting one. You can actually use it to completely cancel any dark magics that hit you. I find it hard to use. It's a reusable item that fits in a slot like Estus does. It's generally really tricky to use correctly because the timing's finicky. If you get the hang of it, it's really powerful. If you don't, you just kind of power through it like me. Ooh, that's not ideal. Ow. Okay, I got a lot of purple moss. We're gonna. Oh, I don't have it equipped. Let's just deal with that. And some more jerks opened chests before you. Dark orb. Now you can get their magic. It's not as helpful as it seems. Promises of what could be. There's no way to make that jump. I'm pretty sure that's just nothing over there. I say pretty sure. I've actually looked at maps of this area. There's fucking nothing over there. She's not gonna register me. Oh yeah, the carvings. I'm gonna use this just because it's funny. Where are you, you bastard?
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they're one use at a time in Dark Souls 1, which is lame. Dark Souls 2 and beyond, they fixed that. That does actually lead me to a rather strange PvP encounter I had in Dark Souls 3. Was, there's a way back that I missed it. It's up there. I need to go up. I got invaded by a guy named John Wick. And I had a phantom with me, who was a guy I know actually, who has seen the movie John Wick, of course. And he just started spamming that I'm sorry carving. And then John Wick left without actually fighting us. Because we apologized. It was great. For those of you who've seen the movie, that is kind of a joke. For those of you who have not, that just sound like nonsense coming out of my mouth. So, you know, par for the course. Okay. We're done with this side set. Yeah, it looks like some real stable footing over there, doesn't it? Again, the thing I love about Dark Souls is we're going to traverse all that shit. I mean, we're not going to... Well, that looks like just cliffs and untraversable. Actually, we were up there where the trees were. And that's the arena. Yeah. So if Dark Souls cut out every place you can't go to from its skybox, it would still be decently populated. Yeah, there's a reason I didn't go straight for that chest. Oh, its chain's buried. Extra difficult to see. Oh, but it's going to take a breath. Wait, did its chain move slightly? Yeah, anyway, that's a mimic. This is one I see sometimes in thrown around in PvP when you die a stupid way. You just throw carvings that comment, very good. Again, much more common in Dark Souls 2 and 3 because you don't have the limited supply issue as much. There's these dicks. Actually, I have a shield for this. Not for them. For this bitch. Actually, I might keep this crush shield out for a bit. There's a lot more of those guys. Yeah, I mean, our magic's a mix of physical and magical, which is why a 100% physical, high magical resist shield is excellent. So now I think about how's the shield victorious for magic? Unspectacular. There we are. This area can be really hard on your first time. Oh look, more rubbish. That thing we gave the crow that mattered once. I don't recommend rushing into this area. That is foolhardy. I do recommend pulling several at once. Ooh, these guys dodge too. Minions who are smart. It's against the rules. Okay. Yeah, as my auto-aim thing saw, there's some douchebags right below me, which includes a caster. I can't just drop off. So I'm only interested in not getting blindsided by everybody from all sides. Let me take these guys out first. I may as well. Freaking. Oh. Oh, they have a super poison staff. That's a little jerkish, actually. Okay, that hurt more than it should have, but I'm alive. Oh yes, the caster fell down. Usually that caster will still be in the rafters when you hit. Oops. Should have pressed down. I don't know what that was. I'm glad it didn't hit me. Oh Jesus, that ate through stamina. Well, you're dead now. Okay. Yep. Thing out here. Maybe I'm coming in slightly lower level and that's what's saving me. I came through and... yeah, I'm definitely a little lower level than that character. I came through on a character here at 120 or 130. And 125 is a huge spot for American PvP. I got invaded constantly while healing, and it was brutal. I'm a little lower level, so that might be preventing that right now. We've got a ways to go to the next bonfire. Or more importantly, the next shortcut back to the bonfire we kindled. Okay. There's some hard enemies, but this place is not too maze-like, so as long as you pay attention to where you're going, enjoy some vistas of where you've been. Yeah. Drink some whiskey. Okay, let's do this way first. Where the hell did my message go? Okay. What? Alright. Whatever. I'm gonna spend all day doing this. Chain curls backwards. This is safe. And we got something useless. Yay. It's not useless is this platform. Okay. See if I can do this correctly. Nope! That would have been a good time to know the fall control sorcery. Our intelligence is still durr. So, you know, no sorcery. If I do seriously do a Drug Souls +1, then we're picking up some freaking sorcery. Okay, you're just in the way. I'd like you to not do that. Ooh, you're interesting. God, I'm so glad I didn't fall off random there. Oh, pff. Okay, you roll. Uh-oh, look at that chain. Okay, Mimic, you're supposed to block me moving forward. Yeah, jerk. Crest key. I kind of forget where that goes. I think that's the one we needed for the tower I was mentioning before. I think. Ladder. Let's look at it this way first. I don't think there's anything important on that roof. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, we're not going there. There's a ladder over here. Which leads us here, where there is nothing. But we have a shortcut soon, so I'm just gonna eat that fall and move on. Actually, it should be here. This should be our shortcut. Hey. Oh, if you saw how many glowing eyes, there's a little bit of pain ahead if this isn't our shortcut. Yes, this is the shortcut to back to 20 and so forth. Okay, so since we unlocked it, we can come back at any time. I don't really want to respawn everything on the way yet. Even though it's not too many things, we're just going to push forward. Can't kindle that bonfire anyway. Alright. That is a lot of casters, by the way. So we're gonna try pulling some of the meleeers. There was a thing falling on. Oh yes, there's definitely some blackness flying around. Okay. Physical protection's as good as any. This would be an excellent time to know Great Magic Barrier. Thank God for walls. Yes. I am a god. Or I've done this before. You know, one of those. That does not look like a long fall, but it still doesn't look survivable. And there's a thing back here. I think that's the only thing back here, but I'm going to check. Because I couldn't remember which of these pillars was behind. Alright. Shout of courage before we fight this horrendous thing. Those statues, I think, are also significant, but we might look at those a little later. Yeah, ruins would be most useful. I probably could have made an effort to mid-roll, but oh well. Still debating it. I might go, yeah. I'm probably going to go a similar build with Dark Souls 2. Great Shield, Zweihander. Okay, so the thing I was going to mention is these all have that Oolacile catalyst, and all of them have their head cut off. Someone was not happy about these statues. They all look to be of extremely similar build. So, possibly even of the same person, or they're all the same height. So they could be of a group of people who are roughly similar height. I'm not going to get too into that. Definitely some bad things happened in Oolacile. I guess this is the first time we summon an elevator. And the first time it... Oh. Lock on! Oh. Still love some of the ragdolls. Those get a lot less goofy in later Dark Souls. And some cages. We're in a prison now? Can't even see what happened in there. The darkness is so oppressive. And there's this goop over things. I'm definitely going to burn a soul and level up. Well, you know what? In the interest of minimizing PvP, maybe I won't. This is an okay one to kindle. Mary's not particularly important in this area. I kinda wanna bank some shit though, because I have 2 more weapons. You can... Claymor's cool and all, but I'm not gonna use it. I didn't realize I even had the greatsword in my hand. We don't need that anymore. Not till the next game. That's... Guardian Tail. Oh yeah, the Dark Hand. I was playing around with that. This lets you steal humanity from characters. Ooh, I kind of forgot to get into that. Alright, well, there's a storyline where you save one character, and if you don't kill a different one, he'll kill her. I did go finish that storyline in this playthrough. Kinda wish I'd shown it. Kinda wish I'd given a skull to the crow. So we're just gonna bank one. What else was I saying? Yeah, whatever. But you can use that dark hand to steal humanity from NPCs, and they don't give a shit. Not until you actually do damage. So as long as you just use the steal humanity, you can do it as much as you want. It'll only steal humanity to a point per character. But I think I pulled 15 out of Priestess. So that was helpful. A little dickish, you might say. Okay, this might be a thing I forgot to get last time. Wait, no, I think I did get this on camera. So the Paladin armor is in Nito's boss room. You will have to do a quit and re-enter the game between when you kill Paladin Leroy. You have to kill him as a Phantom to do this, which means you have to kill him before you kill Nito, or he won't appear at all. But once you do that, quit the game, reload the character, and his corpse will appear in Nito's boss arena. This is actually pretty good all-purpose armor. It's upgraded with Twinkling Titanite, so it's very easy to get to max upgrade. It's got very high curse resist, okay bleed and poison resist, decent poise. Heavy, but not that much heavier than the Elite Knight, so, you know, it's good armor. I don't really have any comments about the Guardian set. I think it's unupgradable. Has some okay stats. Heavy as balls. Okay, we're done here. Actually, do I have any rings of that? Let's face it, I'm never really going to use Havels. These I might still use. Actually, we're done with Thunderplate for now. I could conceivably use that one. Probably not going to use a Ring of Sacrifice, but what the hell. Definitely not going to use that or that anymore, or that. I don't use a thrust weapon. Maybe. Don't need that anymore. Don't need that anymore. Okay. Rings banked. I should probably do that, actually. Damn it. Oh, I'm glad I just kindled this. And I don't know why I switched to that over the Crest Shield, because we're going to face some of that crap. Actually, now I'm curious. I think I got the Sunlight Maggot. Should have. Yep. There's some darkness in here. It's not as bad as the Catacombs, but it's close. And now I have a sun bug on my head. Which, mistake Solaire made was not killing it first. Yes! That was a good amount of twinkling. And we are in for a painful fight, I believe. All of those red eyes are jerks. Damn it. Hold your stupid red head still. Excellent. The reason I'm pulling is there is a caster. There's an asshole. Okay, but I think I have enough hit points and protection and stuff. Okay. Oof, we ran so low on stamina there. But, good. Dark bead. Oh yeah, by the way, this hat makes the catacombs a fair bit easier, as does that light sorcery. So if you do those in a different order than I did, they can be a bit easier. I think the lantern sword combo worked for us. Oh. I should have my lantern out anyway. Which is not even helping. This hat is better. Fantastic. That looks ominous. Anything? No, that's nothing. Actually, I'm gonna step back a bit. Oh, you know what I should do is switch rings. So if you ever need humanity, this is the place to farm it. These guys can drop humanities and twin humanities. They don't have any formal attacks, they just hurt when they get close enough. So actually this isn't exactly the ideal weapon. A spear is probably your best choice of weapon. This is working though. I don't have any complaints. Yeah, merely touching them a little bit hurts. And sometimes they're dumbasses and fall off ledges. Not that fast, not that maneuverable. Just, if you get swarmed, you can die real quick. Hold. Fuck. Still. Okay. Well, at least one of them... Well, drop twin humanities. Good. That's why I was being careful. There's a fucking caster up there. Come down here. There you go. And some pre-dropped prism stones. What could that do? Okay, there's a thing to do this way first. Ooh, okay. Alright, a plunging attack usually works here. I've had it fuck up, but not today. Yeah, it's surprisingly easy to get knocked off there. Oh yeah, Black Flame. Black Flame's the pyromancy equivalent of what these guys do. Oh yeah, there's 3 sizes of these guys. That is the 3rd size. Humanity. We're actually getting kind of a low drop rate. Having liquid humanity does increase drop rate, and I have none, so, you know. That's a factor. Okay. Well, we got a few anyway. The thing that makes it nice with these guys is, A, they have an infinite respawn, so you can come back here as much as you want if you need humanity. And B, since it's solid humanity, you can store it for later and use it that way. actually going to go this way, because there's kind of a cool thing that happens if you do. Hey look, solid ground. Whoops. What the? A cat. That cat actually should look familiar if you've gone into the forest. And yeah, it's doing a thing for a reason. It's not just disappearing. You can see it off in the distance. It is going to wait till we get close. Bing. It wants you to do that. I gotta take care of this shit first. So the that cat, I don't remember its name. It's the leader of the Forest Covenant, which was warning you against looking for Artorias' grave. And here in the past, when it shouldn't know you, found you and led you here into this room, where there's apparently a thing going on. This is not innocent shit happening here. And I keep whiffing on everything. Okay, don't fall off a ledge. Come here. Oh god, that's like so close to... So, I'm not entirely sure what these things are. They appear to be pure Dark Souls. Pure humanity. Without a body. And what we have here is a character who might look sort of familiar. We fought and killed. That was Sif. Great Wolf Sif. And we have the Cleansing Great Shield, which has a very similar shape to another Great Shield we have in here. But some worse protections overall. Although better lightning. And magic. Actually, only physical is worse. Okay. The Cleansing Great Shield. Great Shield used by Knight Artorias, who succumbed to the Abyss. Artorias, deeply scarred by the Abyss, used this to form a barrier to protect his compatriot Sif. Although it's drained the shield, its magic defense remains high. So a real Great Shield of Artorias, shield born from the soul of the great Grey Wolf Sif, guardian of the great of Abyss Walker Knight Artorias, boasts consistent defense and divine protection against various status effects. I think that means it has 100% block against status effects. Get fire block, amazing stability, which is its main selling point. Anyway, yeah, it was Sif. The fact that we've done that... So, had we come here and done this before we went and killed Sif in the present time, whatever, there would play a different cutscene where he would recognize us. I'm assuming Sif's a guy, could be a girl, whatever. Where Sif would recognize us, and that would play a different scene. You'd still have to fight Sif, but it becomes even more of a bittersweet moment because he's protecting the Covenant of Artorias, doesn't want us to go into the Abyss, and we've got to kill Sif for that right. Because Sif is, in its own way, trying to protect us from the Abyss, just as he tried and failed to protect Artorias. Just as Artorias tried and failed to protect Sif. It's a little disheartening in a lot of ways. So, we've got to kill Sif to do it. Okay. Back up an elevator. And we are back here. Alright. I need a few more souls for a level, so screw it, we're gonna do that. Damn it. And then we're gonna fight this area boss. This has gone remarkably quickly. I'll just use a soul of a hero. He wasn't using it. He'd approve. I don't think we need... Well, we'll use Light Hat for a bit. Okay. This next boss, I would say, qualifies for hardest of Dark Souls 1, but not top 5 hardest of Dark Souls in general. He's kind of tough, but some relatively easy strategies just nerf the shit out of him. It's great. Okay. That wasn't the right... Wait. Which one was it? Ugh. Okay, this one goes down. I'm assuming that's correct. Okay, I beat this boss on my literal first try. I hope I can do it on the first try on this one. Actually, that was one of my favorite moments in this game, because just as I came up to this boss, it was the first time my roommate walks in and says, "Oh, there's no way you'll kill this boss on the first try." And then I proceeded to kill the boss on the first try. It was great. Let's see. Right. We need to go this way. I'm gonna deal with the living humanities, or whatever the hell these things are supposed to be called. Actually, this sunlight maggot is lighting up a lot. If we carry this in the New Game Plus, I'm using this stupid hat. Oh, there we go. Okay. Fans of seeing me getting totally wasted should be warned that we will not be doing that until after I beat Dark Souls 3 on this channel, at least. There's demand for it. I'll look into doing Demon Souls before a New Game Plus as well. No one gives a shit, then what? I should probably be using some stamina regen here. Okay. Well, I said getting swarmed takes you down so quick. And a lot of weapons will not one-shot these guys. I know my old spear user did not. I think I was able to get a scythe high enough that it did. Okay, our actual objective. Way down. This does not look steady. It is, I just have the willies from because of, you know, whatever it is, fear of heights. There's a term for that. There's our boss door. Hey, we're human. We might actually get Sif for this fight. So this is a weird one. The summon is actually inside the boss arena. Consequently, the summon is fucking hard to see. But it also means the boss can't get extra hit points because it's already spawned by the time you summon. Yeah. And it's Sif. Great. Well, Sif. I mean, he's far from the strongest NPC, but he's cool. Okay. Top. Scrap the hat. Switch to trousers. You go away, you go away. Great shield. And we're still rolling. Oh yeah. Whew, alright. Drink for courage. Actually, do I have any green herbs? Shit. I don't know what happened. My controller's not responding. Technical difficulties. We're going to try plugging and unplugging. Because things didn't freeze up apparently.
You. Is that not the soul of the man who fell on this spot? He was a dear friend. I wish to pay proper respect with that soul. Would you be willing to part with it? Yes, of course. I must not be presumptuous. Artorius would not have approved. You humans, always taking what you please. Then I shall do the same. How? You humans, my dead Artorius.
Oh, you have quite some nerve. Or are you just thick? Fine then. What is it that you need? I'll be seeing you, if you survive your travels. What now? You think this is all my fault? How very, very petty of you. Very petty indeed. You win. Please. Oh, please. Have mercy.
visitor have we? Thou must be the one who freed Artorias. That old friend he was. Thanks to thee, he left this world with honor intact. And here I am, retired and blind. Of little help to thee, I'm afraid. Dragons shall never be forgotten. We knights fought valiantly, but for every one of them, we lost 70 of our own. Exhilaration, pride, hatred, rage. The dragons teased out our dearest emotions. Thou will understand one day. At our twilight, old thoughts return in great waves of nostalgia. There's very little to be said. What good is a dog with no hares to hunt? But I'm lucky to be alive, I suppose. What good is it? But I'm lucky. Farewell, you lead thy life. Tomorrow, is the black dragon posing the duress? Yes, I thought as much. He's called Calamite. Ferocious dragon indeed. Even mighty Anna Londa dared not provoke his ire. I see little good coming from this, but thy intent is to persevere to the bitter end. Good, good. What is bravery without a dash of recklessness? I've taken a liking to thee, and I owe thee much for thy service to Artorias. Now, watch, and see how Goth hunts dragons. Yes, the truest shot was never loosed. That bat will be grounded for a good spell. The rest is in thine hands. I await good tidings. Ah, dragon slaying, knighthood's highest calling. did Calamite? Wondrously played. Lord Gwyn's blessing upon me. That beast will never take to the skies again. I shan't need it, with no dragons to hunt. I know not if a human could even operate it. But here, thy need outweighs mine. Farewell, proud human. May every honor be bestowed upon thee.